They called the cops on me, right in the middle of my own backyard BBQ, just because Karen didn't like the noise. She wasn't just any neighbor. She was the kind who thinks the whole world should bend to her will, and she wanted me gone. Fast. But here's the twist nobody saw coming. I didn't just let it slide. I didn't fight fire with fire. I bought her house. And then, I rented it to college kids. Yeah. The same wild, loud, unapologetic college kids who threw the kind of parties that'd make Karen's head spin. This isn't a story about petty revenge. It's about taking back control, turning anger into power, flipping the whole damn script. Stick with me, because this story will change how you see conflict, community, and what it really means to win. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button if you've ever felt crushed by someone else's rules. If you want to learn how to rise above and take back your life, you're in the right place. It started like any other weekend. The sun was dipping low, the grill was fired up, and my backyard was alive. Music pumping, laughter echoing, the smell of smoky ribs thick in the air. Friends and family all around, chilling, talking, living. This was my sanctuary. Then, out of nowhere, she showed up. Karen. Her face was tight, eyes sharp like a hawk stalking prey. She didn't say hi. She didn't smile. She just stood there, arms crossed, like the world was wrong for me having a good time. I asked her what was wrong. She snarled about the noise, about how people like me don't belong in the neighborhood, about how she called the cops, and they were on their way. My heart dropped, not because I feared the cops, but because I couldn't believe this was happening. Over a BBQ, the cops showed up, calm but serious. They asked questions. I kept my cool, explained we were just neighbors hanging out, nothing illegal, no disturbance. But Karen wasn't done. She made sure to stand close, whispering complaints, making it clear she wanted us shut down. I remember looking around at my friends, the kids playing, the smiles slowly fading. It wasn't just about noise anymore. It was about control, about one person trying to crush everyone else's joy. And in that moment, I felt something shift inside me. I wasn't going to lose to this. Not this time. That night, after everyone left and the yard went quiet, I sat alone staring at the stars. My anger burned hot, but beneath it, something else flickered. A question. What if I didn't fight her with yelling or threats? What if I fought back smarter? I started digging, researching, watching, learning how power works, not the loud, angry kind, but the quiet, calculated kind that hits deeper. Then it hit me. Her house. The one right next door. If she wanted control, I'd give her a new kind of chaos to handle. So I made a move. I bought her house. I didn't tell a soul at first. Just smiled, knowing the game had changed. Owning that house wasn't about revenge. It was about reclaiming my peace on my terms. I wasn't the victim anymore. I was the player. And the next step? That was going to be the real game changer. Once I owned the house, the plan came alive. I rented it out to college kids. Yeah, those same loud, unpredictable, wild college kids who live for late nights and endless energy. Karen's perfect quiet world shattered. Suddenly, she had music blasting at midnight, laughter bouncing off her walls, late-night parties rolling like waves she couldn't stop. But here's the kicker. This wasn't just noise for noise's sake. It was community. The backyard BBQs grew bigger, brighter. New faces joined. The neighborhood started buzzing with life again, the kind that had been missing for too long. Karen tried to complain, to fight it. But this time she wasn't calling the cops on me. She was stuck with the chaos she never wanted. Next door, the power had shifted, and it wasn't about noise. It was about freedom. Freedom to live, to laugh, to own your space without fear. That house wasn't just a building anymore. It was a symbol, a reminder that sometimes the best revenge isn't anger, it's reclaiming your joy. Looking back, this whole thing wasn't just about Karen or the cops or the BBQ. It was about me, about what happens when you let anger control you, and what happens when you choose something better. Learn that real power doesn't come from yelling louder or trying to shut someone down. It comes from patience, from strategy, from turning pain into fuel and chaos into something beautiful. Renting that house to college kids wasn't just a prank or revenge. It was a way to build something new. A community that laughed louder, lived freer, and refused to be silenced. And maybe the most important lesson? Sometimes the best way to win is not to fight at all. It's to rise above, to own your story, your space, your voice, no matter how loud the world tries to shout you down. So if you're out there, feeling small or powerless because of someone else's rules, remember this. You have the power to flip the script. You have the power to take back your life. You just have to decide to today. The BBQs still happen. The music still plays. The laughter still fills the air. Karen? She's quieter now. Not because she won, but because she knows she can't control what's bigger than her. The neighborhood is alive again, messy, imperfect, loud, but free, and that's the real victory. Not a fight won or a grudge settled, but living your truth, taking back your space, choosing joy, no matter the noise. This story isn't just about one BBQ or one neighbor. It's about every moment you decide not to back down, not to let fear or anger steal your happiness. So go ahead. Light that fire. Throw that party. Live loud. Because sometimes, the best way to change the world is to simply keep living, on your own terms.